guys, it is Tonya, Thrifty Treasures, and in today's video I am super excited to be introducing you guys to Brianna Moller Greene. Now Brianna has been hustling for a long time now, and she has a wealth of knowledge. She sells on several different platforms, and she's probably the most hustling mama I know. So without further ado, let's meet Brianna now.
Hey guys, it's Brianna Moller Greene here, and I decided that I would hold a little bit of a webinar and create a video so I could talk a little bit about what exactly I do, because I get that question a lot. So basically, I started out at a very young age, really just being into entrepreneurship. I come from a family of business owners, so my parents have owned a brick and mortar ever since I was born. Several different brick and mortars. My grandparents are entrepreneurs. I married into a family of entrepreneurs as well. So I kind of learned and loved and grew a passion for entrepreneurship really early on. So I was always that kid that cleaned out my room or went over to my friend's house and cleaned out their house, and I would drag a little red wagon around door to door trying to sell the things. And of course they were ridiculous, like stones and pine cones and hangers and toys and random clothing pieces. So that's kind of where I developed my passion for business and for loving the hustle, basically. I was a figure skater starting at age 4. So from ages 4 to approximately 16, for about 12 years, I did compete. So that took up a lot of my time. I learned a lot of discipline. I learned a lot about time management. I learned a lot about working hard and pushing yourself and excelling and failure. And I really did enjoy that time. And actually, I'm a national competitor and a national medalist in figures, which is something that they really don't do much anymore. But anyway, so that's kind of like where I learned all of my hard work ethic and diligence from. You know, I trained a lot, and I had to be able to come home and do my homework. And when I said trained a lot, I mean it could be 2 to 3 times a day after school, or 2 to 3 hours after school, as well as 5 to 6 hours on the weekend. We were weight training, we were doing ballet classes. It was a lot. So by age 16, I decided I wanted to go the academic route. I've always been a bookworm. I've always enjoyed reading and learning. So I quit skating at around 16 once I had hit my peak of getting a medal at nationals. And I really excelled in science and math and toyed with ideas of becoming a pharmacist or becoming a teacher. I did coach figure skating, so I did really love working with children. So I ended up graduating with a bachelor's degree in biology and a teaching certification, and that was when I was only 21. At 21, I was hired in my home school district, and I taught at Purcell Middle School for 7 years. I went back for an additional master's degree after I got my first master's. The first is in biology, the second is in educational administration, and for a couple of months I had the assistant principal position at that school in my home school district. Unfortunately, around that time I was also kind of doing some soul searching, and I had been doing eBay part-time. And the reason I was doing eBay part-time is because even though I was a tenured teacher, even though I had a great job, I had been doing it for 8 years and had been making decent money, my eBay checks every week, just part-time, a couple hours a week, were surpassing my teaching checks. So once I finished my position as the assistant principal, I started toying with the idea of doing eBay full-time. So I took a year's leave of absence, and within a month, I absolutely knew that I was not going back to teaching. I was making way more. I wasn't having to commute, because even though it was my home school district, I had actually moved 45 minutes north, almost an hour north, where my husband's from. So yeah, within a month or two, I decided I wasn't going back to teaching and that I would do eBay full-time. Immediately we started to make great money off of that. Then a year or two later, after we got married, we decided that we wanted to have a child and that I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, which is something we knew all along. So eBay was a perfect fit for that. So we got married in 2011, we had our daughter in 2012, and during that time I just kept really trying to beef up my eBay business. So I kind of peaked at around $10,000 in sales per month, and like everything I do, I just really like challenges, I really like projects, I really like pushing myself, and I started to just come to the realization that I wasn't going to get any bigger and we weren't going to make any more money if I didn't have employees or if I didn't start to diversify a little bit what I was doing to bring in money. I should also note that at that time, my husband had purchased an auto body shop from his parents. He had been in the family for like 30 years, and he had worked there since he was a young kid, and we decided several years back that he would buy them out. So he had been operating that at the time. So in 2012, we had our daughter, and as I mentioned, I started to search for other online hustles to make extra money and to somewhat build my business without having to take on a bunch of employees. So probably 6 or 7 years ago, I started to look towards Amazon. Like everyone else, I started with book selling, and I did really well with that, and I was only doing merchant fulfilled, so I was buying things like used items at the thrift store that I knew I could sell on Amazon and sell on eBay. Wherever it sold first, I would just pull the item off and ship it to the customer. Before I knew it, by 2014, I started to kind of move away from eBay a little bit and move more towards Amazon FBA. For those of you that don't know, that's fulfillment by Amazon. So what our main income now is through Amazon FBA. So what we do is we send in, or I shop for product. So I do a lot of online arbitrage. I have wholesale accounts. I do retail arbitrage. So essentially you're buying items from a store, a retailer, a wholesaler at a low price, and you're selling it high, just like people do like on eBay, flipping items. Find an item for $100, sell it for $250. And before I knew it, Amazon FBA, that was in May 2014 that I switched from merchant fulfilled to FBA, and that just started to snowball. And before I knew it, I was doing $500,000 a year part-time in sales just on Amazon FBA. That wasn't including eBay. Fast forward now to 2017, and what I learned along the way was that I was really interested in and passionate about constantly adding different layers to my business. So eBay and Amazon have always been amazingly profitable, amazingly doable, and has afforded our family a lot of freedom of time. We get to travel, we get to be home together, which I'll get to that in a minute and give you the reasoning behind that. But I'm always constantly looking for some other layers to add to my business. So now that we're in 2017, what do I do? What have I done since I started this eBay journey? Which really, I should back up. I started this eBay journey like 20 years ago. When I was 14, 15, 16 years old, so over 20 years ago, because I'll be 37 this year. I always worked a lot of different part-time jobs. I've always been a hustler. I paid my way through college, and whatever wasn't paid was all scholarships that I had earned. Paid my way through my master's degrees as well. But I've always been a hustler, and so I just was kind of thinking along the lines of, you know, what else can I do on the side to just add a little bit to my income. So what I do now is my primary source of income is on Amazon FBA. For the past several years, I've done about $500,000 in sales, a little bit more than that. And I'm probably on track to do that again this year. I haven't necessarily grown my Amazon business very much this year because I've been focusing on so many other side hustles. eBay is my second most profitable side hustle. Through eBay, I also use Joe Lister, which is a listing program that enables you to cross-market your Amazon FBA products or merchant fulfilled products from Amazon on eBay. So then when they sell on eBay, the Amazon warehouse actually automatically sends the product to your eBay customer. You can also sync eBay to other marketplaces like I think it's Trugether. I didn't have a lot of success with that one. Bonanza, and I think that's it right now. I quit Trugether because I wasn't seeing a lot of sales. Bonanza, it's free, so I just leave it synced, and every couple of months I sell a couple of items, so why not? I also make money on Etsy, though I don't do a whole lot with it yet, but I have plans down the road as I expand to do even more. But primarily I do vintage clothing and vintage furniture and home decor on Etsy. I also do merch by Amazon. At the peak of merch by Amazon, I was doing about $12,000 in royalties per month. So that was $12,000 cash with very little investment that was being deposited into my account. That led me to another source of income, which was through print-on-demand sites. So sites like Zazzle, TeePublic, Redbubble. You can do it on Etsy as well with an integration software. But basically, print-on-demand is when you're creating t-shirt designs, tote bag designs, coffee mug designs, and the company that you're basically just submitting the design and taking care of the price. They take care of customer service, and they print and ship all of these items out to customers. I also, back up here to eBay, a lot of that merchandise that I sell on eBay and Amazon, I'm also able to sell on other marketplaces. So I'm currently also adding Walmart, Jet, and possibly Rakuten. I'm approved to sell in all of these marketplaces. However, I just haven't had the time to actually get any inventory uploaded. So I will be using some sort of inventory software that's going to help me to link or sync, I should say, all of the inventory across all of those different marketplaces. Also, if you've seen on my webpage or on my Facebook page, I own VA Rentals. I actually co-own that with Bob Steele and Jeremy Wilson. And we also, the three of us, co-owned, and also Sky Brant is a part of our team. We also own Elite Product Sourcing. These are companies that came about due to a need in the Amazon community. So at VA Rentals, what we do is we allow you to outsource tasks to our team of 30 plus virtual assistants that we have at all times. So whether you need a website done, whether you want us to do some product sourcing for you for Amazon FBA, whether you need merch by Amazon t-shirts, whether you need the keywords done for your product listings, we handle that through VA Rentals. Our parent company for that is Elite Product Sourcing. This focuses on online arbitrage product finds that we provide in a subscription form to you so that you can buy product to resell on Amazon. I also have some other side hustles where I create ebooks and courses, which some of you have purchased or participated in. And then one of the newest and hopefully most profitable thing that I'm getting into is more and more of affiliate marketing. And affiliate marketing I pretty much just fell into. It's not something that I knew much about. I didn't even know what it was, but basically you are vouching for and providing a product review for a company's product, and you are paid a percentage of the sales for that product. So it could be an information product, it could be a tangible product, and it's basically, that has also led me to ClickFunnels, which is something else I'm into, which is creating a sales funnel with the ClickFunnels software, which is basically drag and drop software to create sort of like standalone websites that will drive traffic to the purchase of either an affiliate product, my own course, an ebook, and things of that nature. So that's my basic story. I'm just an average stay-at-home mom with a husband and a daughter and 2 dogs, and we just really have worked really hard and love our life and love our freedom of time and love the ability to travel, and we go four-wheeling and snowmobiling, and we're afforded the time to do a lot of things because of the hard work that we put in creating this business as a family business. So definitely find me on Facebook. If you have any questions, follow me on my YouTube channel and look for more update videos to explain a little bit more about all of these various side hustles that I participate in. Take care.
See? What I tell you, Brianna don't mess around. She knows what she's doing. So it is my hope that you guys will all go over and subscribe to her. As you can see, I have her YouTube channel pulled up. She puts out amazing content, and if you guys want to learn how to hustle on several different platforms and juggle many different things, she is the one to be following. So Brianna just proves that stay-at-home moms can be very successful at what they do and make a ton of money and still manage your family too and get a lot done. So I hope that you guys enjoyed Brianna's video. Please like the video and share it with your friends, and we will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye, everybody.